trading strategies, I gotta say, trading services, so everything around coaching, and we do offer multiple live trading rooms for our club members, but also for guests. So if you are keen to have a look at what our particular trading strategies are, let me know, and you can easily access your 30-day guest access to our live trading room. And on top of that, you can, of course, go ahead and try our trading strategies yourself. So we are so transparent. We know that if you have the right mindset, if you stick to the trading rules, obviously, then the strategies will bring you a nice little profit every day and every day. So yeah, we can install you a free demo account. We put our trading strategies on top of the MetaTrader. So that's very important. We are using the MetaTrader. And then go ahead, try yourself, and join us trading in the live trading room. So that's what we can do for you. Behind me, there's a team. We are actually 10 people here in Hamburg. So multiple trading coaches. So please do note that it's not just a one-man company. So that's a big difference here. So throughout the 11 years we've been in the market, we've seen a lot of companies come, or trading coaches come and go, come and go. All right. Yeah, let us prepare for the market opening. And in doing so, I'm going to show you my trading screen. So here's a MetaTrader. I'm using a trading account with Trade Tech, which is actually markets.com. So on the left-hand side, we do have the US 30, which is the Dow. In the middle chart, it's the S&P 500, and on the right-hand side, it's the Nasdaq. In short, US 100. Please do note that every broker has a different symbol for the market. So it's not always the US 30, sometimes it's the DJ 30 and so on and so forth, but more or less it's pretty simple to recognize the market which is behind the chart. To give you just a very brief introduction in what we are going to expect over probably the next hour or so, or at least until 4 p.m. Central European time. So I'm looking at the different charts here, and my aim is to trade not only the market opening, but maybe other signals as well during these, during the next minute or within that session. On the right hand side, there's a familiar TC SwissBox trading add-on. So the name already says what it is. It's an add-on for the MetaTrader. And we are going to use the SwissBox to place our orders. We are not going to use the regular order button or new order button from the MetaTrader itself, as this has very limited functions. So we decided, all right, let's go ahead and program a tool which is more suited for our needs. So on the right hand side, there's a SwissBox. We click on box lines on and off. Maybe you've seen that already. And by the way, you see in the chart 2 pending order lines. The green one is a buy stop order. The red one is a sell stop order. There's a certain amount of difference between these lines, which is called the box size, or the size of the box. Again, here right on the side, on the right hand side. For the Dow Jones, I'm going to use a setting or a difference of 36 points. If you're trading the DAX, the German DAX, however, our recommendation is to have at least a range of 15 points, maybe up to 20 points. So 15 to 20. If you're going to trade the FTSE, the English stock index, it's more like a 7 to 9 point box. So it's depending on the volatility of the market. All right, we are trying to place these order lines around the current market price. So we are not going to enter the market with a market order, but always with a pending order. So it's not our goal to forecast the market movement. If the market's going to go up or to go down, we always let the market decide in which way it's going to break out. So in simple terms, it's an open range breakout strategy. And we are using this strategy at a various number of situations. Could be time-based, could be chart-based. When you're looking at the movement of the price, daily high, daily low, head and shoulder formation, you could use Fibonacci, all these big numbers, 25,200 point mark, 300, 400, so on and so forth. You get the idea. And we can also use our very own trading signals to place these pending order lines around the market price. And these signals I'm talking about, it's called VolaBox, Vola in short for volatility. And let me just update my settings here. VolaBox edit, and so it got to be 33 points. Close, and now the range has been adjusted. Okay, whenever the price is going to enter a VolaBox, a green zone, then it's not the green monster. We're not talking baseball here, but if it's going to enter a green zone, then it's very clear that the price is not going to stay within that box. So I don't know if it's going to shoot up or it's going to fall down, but at least I know that the price is not going to stay in that box, or it's not going to stay in that box, or other boxes. So that's why it's called box trading. Let's have a look at the S&P over here. The box size, just 3 points. So I gotta adjust my VolaBox indicator as well. Certainly not 36, that wouldn't work at all, but more of a 3-point range. So there's a range above, a range below, and so currently I wouldn't trade this one. I'm going to wait until the market is going to enter a box. That's always a goal. Just trade, wait for the signal, trade only when the trade is going to be in a box. All right. By the way, my friend Ali from London and Kenneth from Cardiff, if you're watching, special hello to you guys today. And let's double check the the Nasdaq, 10 points box, perfect. That's all set. All right, okay, that's something to show you just a little bit later after the market opening. Once we've placed these pending order lines, just mentioned it, we are going to wait for a breakout to the top or to the bottom. And here's the nice thing about the SwissBox trade. If the price should break out to the bottom, the tool is going to open up a short trade automatically. And on the short side, we are going to see a blue line. And if the price is crossing the blue line, we are out of the trade. Sometimes that's happening very quickly. However, if the price just falling down by just a few points, but not reaching the take profit, instead the market is turning by 180 degrees and shooting up to the top, the SwissBox will here at the very green line, it will open up a second trade. So we are long and short in the market at the same time. So that's called hedging, or it's a hedging strategy. Long and short at the same time. That works perfectly for, unfortunately, everybody except for US clients, because it's not allowed to go long and short at the same time. Yeah, due to regulations. But here in Europe or in Australia, South Africa, wherever you're watching us, so that it's not a problem at all. Just double checking the countdown here on the left-hand side, bottom left corner, 5 minutes to go for the market opening. So I'm going to leave you for a moment, get a fresh coffee, and then I'll be right back. All right. Appreciate your patience, and 90 seconds to go for the market opening. Well, we are going to have a look later at the charts on a larger time frame to get the idea of what the market is able to do today based on the trends and market movements over the last couple hours. But so far, it's all about the market opening. So as you can see in the chart, it's not a, so we are either trading at a daily high nor at a daily low. It's not a perfect trading situation here, to be honest, as the price is very in between these current market levels. However, I'm just going to enlarge my box just for the market opening. So going for 44 or 45 points here. Half a minute to go, and it's going to enlarge this one. So the market opening, the reason why we are trading it, by the way, here are my settings, and I'm now going to click on entry. So both pending order lines are now activated, and once the price goes up or goes down, and down there you will see that the order will be triggered. All right, first trade down. Here's the blue line I was talking about. That's our take profit. And we are looking to get out of the market just by crossing the blue line for a very instance. Yeah. So when I'm going to say ideal trading formations, by that I mean that, so ideally we would wait, or we would trade a market impulse, and then out of this impulse, there will be a trend. So a trend is going to be established, but it always starts with the first impulse, right? So these are the settings we prefer. However, the market opening in the US is usually strong enough to give me that impulse, very similar to the German DAX opening at 9 a.m. European time in the morning. And so we are now long in the market. A second trade has been opened down here. And please do note that the size of the second order is different. So whenever the blue line will be crossed, I don't mind if it's on the top here or just below here. Both orders will be closed out one by one within a very instant. And because of the different position size, there will always be, yeah, a net gain, a profit. So that's a nice thing about it. So I'm sure you got the idea of that we are not trying to catch a trend, which maybe occurs every week or so. And then if you are at Tesco, if you're going out with your dog for a nice stroll, if you're enjoying the sunny weather, maybe you missed that trend, and then you have to be patient. You have to wait again. With this sort of trading, it's very different, and yeah, it's very different because it's giving you a lot of profits, small profits to be honest, but a lot of profits. So I've seen people in regular times throughout the different markets. So when we are trading at the indices or the main forex markets, majors, so you can expect to have at least 20 to 40 good trading days within a week. Within a day, a week, a day, of course. So this is a very, very active trading strategy. So if you're looking for a much calmer trading strategy, all right, let me know. We do have a day trading strategy on hand as well. Also a 4-hour trading strategy. So the signal comes every day or every 4 hours. This is, yeah, I wouldn't say boring, but I mean, it's never boring if you make a couple bucks from the stock markets. But intraday trading, and I'm sure you agree with me on that, it's a totally different ball game. All right, so on the downside, we missed the exit, bit close, but yeah. So all I'm saying here is that the market impulse is not as strong as I hoped it would be today. Yeah, usually so from a statistical point of view, and so it's like 70% of all the trades we are doing, they are entering our take profit at the very first trade, and then it goes down to the second one with 13% and so on and so forth. So it's like a bottle of champagne. You just have to shake it very long, and then finally it plops. Maybe there's a different word in the English language, but yeah, it plops, and then you're out of the trade. Let's have a quick look what the other markets are doing. And yeah, so S&P, no big surprise, no clear indication of whether the market will trade up or trade down today. And on the right hand side, all the tech stocks are very indecisive as well. So as long as this trade is going, let me tell you that we had a fairly interesting trading day here in Germany. I mean, we are not trading stocks, but everybody who does, was giving a very exciting time today, as there were two very big companies. One was called Lufthansa, so it's a British Airways from Germany. I'm pretty sure you know what Lufthansa is. So they had a general meeting today, and yeah, it was confirmed that the German government will get some stake in that company to save it from, not sure, chapter 11, chapter 7, not sure what it's called, but at least, yeah, so it was saved for going bankrupt. It's a good thing. The bad thing is that you have now majority of the German government as a shareholder. That's a different story here. And even more interesting, we had a German company called Wirecard. So I wouldn't say it's the German version of PayPal. Maybe that's definitely too far, and it's certainly not Alipay. But so within our means, so it was a financial company offering payment execution, currency execution, all these things what banks do, and it was a surprisingly strong company, and it was you saw that company, and it was within a couple of years it shot up. So it came into the DAX, this 30 German biggest companies, and yeah, and this stock was very entertaining throughout the last couple of months. So usually a DAX company maybe has a gain on one day of, let's say, 1%, maybe 2%, but that's pretty much it. But Wirecard always went like double digits, and throughout the last week it lost like 90% of its value. So it was all of the accounting balance and 2 billion euro. 2 billion. Billion. You say billion. We say Milliarde. You say billion. So 2 billion euro were missing. Nobody knew where they are, and so this company filed for bankruptcy this morning. Stock trading was suspended for, I guess, half an hour, and right now, or the last time I checked, so the price was around 3 euro. So so to put that into perspective, Wirecard was trading at 100 euro last week, so now it's just 3 euro. So for a German mentality, to keep everything safe and make sound trading investments, So Wirecard was some sort of an exception, as you might understand. All right. So we do see that the Nasdaq is now entering or putting here a nice black bearish candle, whatever you want to call it. And our Dow trade is not giving me the pleasure I would have liked to see here for a market opening. So it's already 8 minutes past the market opening. We are still in the trade. That's a very unusual situation here. But yeah. So I mean, we got to learn from this maybe, and the next time when we were looking, or we are looking at the Dow Jones, and it's trading within that range over here. So it's neither a high nor a low nor a trend. So it's a bad trading situation. Maybe it's worth to just wait and see until the market has broken out of this boring chart pattern over here. Anyhow, now we are on the top side, slightly on the top side. We do have 4 open trades at the moment. You see that here. And so let's go up and cross that blue line, please. Okay, not happening. Okay. If that's not going to happen, no worries. We got what's going on here at the Nasdaq. Here's a green box, a vola box. I can already set it up. Let me just click on the roundish button here and entry on. And so now that's more like it. Nice volatility, all 3 markets. And let's enlarge the trading terminal here just slightly. So all trades are still within the Dow Jones. And on the right hand side, there's a Nasdaq. And once it breaks out of this particular range, oh, look on the left, the Dow. There we go. And on the right, the Nasdaq. One more time, please. Just a single point. And that's it. So all trades are out of the market. Sometimes you got to wait. Sometimes you got to be patient. But then within a jiffy, it all gives you the expected outcome. All right. Again, whenever the price is going to enter a green box or a vola box, then we are going to set up a trade here. Can I do the same when the price gets back? Yes, I can do that. However, let me just double check on my other monitor. Now let's put it in like this. And we're going to change it to the hourly time frame. Sorry for all the big number lines here. I don't want to get you confused, but so this is a 4-hour time frame. Just to give you an idea of support and resistance, so we had maybe a support around the 20, yeah, definitely. So the 25,000 point mark should definitely be considered to be a support here. So you see the wick on the left hand side once, twice, more or less 3 times, and then let's see and wait. Yeah, I don't mind looking at these larger time frames. However, I'm a big fan of intraday trading. So the next entry for me definitely is a big number mark here on the or in the Dow, 12,200 points. And let's zoom in a little bit. So I'm going to place my regular box this time. It's not a 44-ish points, but it's a regular 33 point. And then click on entry. So that's a pending box, right? You can always select different or select specific zones, price levels in the chart. And then if the market doesn't have your full attention, you can put these pending box in the chart. So whenever in this case, the Dow is going to go into that yellow box, from that point, from that moment on, the buy stop and the yellows, the buy stop and the sell stop are going to be activated here, right? If the price doesn't do that, doesn't do us this favor, and it goes up, then the pending box can be deleted. But let's see, and just double checking. Oh, the Nasdaq. Okay. Sorry. Hello, Carlos. So that's a very strong movement here in the S&P. Keep in mind, we are still on the M5 time frame, right? So sometimes charts looks a bit different when you are not having the same time frame but in this case it does. And all right, now a little bit of a rebound over here. And we are going to, so two ways here. We can ask for a rebound and say, all right, let's bring our trade to the top, or we can go straight ahead and say the price is going to continue its way downward. For the moment, I'm going to go entry on off and just wait for the breakout here, which just happened, and here you get the idea. So the take profit is actually very close. We are out of the market again, but I wanted to show you that you can, of course, adjust the take profit. So again, we are in the trade, and we can click on the custom button over here. So if you say, all right, the market's going, all right, again, sorry, you have to be quick. Let me just disable my custom target. Now, so the initial take profit should now be a couple points further away, and I'm not going to be triggered right away. Okay, here we go. If you think, all right, there will be a further market movement, either rebound, you can unlock the SwissBox and unlock. So this button is a safety button, right? So whenever it's visible over here, you can click, but nothing's going to happen. If you unlock it, however, then you can disable the exit, so the price goes beyond the blue line, and you can click on the custom target, and then by drag and drop, you can adjust your take profit very easily, either to the top, or if we are going to see a second push to the bottom, then we can of course adjust our take profit on the other side of that trade as well. Right, so if you want to be a bit greedy, then that's definitely a nice thing to do. I recommend that only if you have a little bit of trading experience and if you are familiar with the market as well. So familiar with the market, familiar with trading, or with technical analysis, and when to expect not just an impulse, but when to expect a trend. So 9,915 points here. Just looking on a larger time frame. So I like to have a look back in the chart to look at some highs and lows, support and resistance and all that stuff, which usually gives me a very nice understanding of the market and where the situations the market is going to bounce or break through. So in this case, just by looking at this chart, the 9,900 looks like a very decent support line here. However, the support line has been broken a couple of times, so it's not just a single price level, but more of a price area or price range. It's a bit difficult to trade, but yeah, so we see. All right, so out of this trade as well, and what about S&P? So not yet a daily low, however, we're not very far from it as well. So let me go ahead and adjust my box lines from up here to a range around here. So the point I'm going to make is once the price comes down here, it may bounce back or it's going to trade at a new daily low, which always gives me a couple of extra points over here. So that's my trade entry on, and I would have a laugh if the market's going to go up right away. Then I have to adjust these pending order lines instantly. So, and for the Dow Jones, 25,200 point mark. So that's another trade in this market, as we are going to trade. They're going to make a big number trade. I was a bit late here on the entry on, just a little bit late as the price was already down here, and usually I would have been already out of the trade, but if, when, why would, just forget it. Okay. Let me, guys, show you another very, very interesting looking chart over here. And this one, it's called SwissBox Trade Radar. Trade Radar is the German translation for a scanner. So what we do have here is a market scanner. So it makes trading a lot less complicated, and it's very time consuming, I can tell you that. On the left hand side, there's a scanner. On the right hand side, there's a market, obviously, and it's all about SwissBox trading. You can see for yourself that currently we do have 2 pending orders. None of them are active. 13 have been closed already. It's the current time. Current profit and loss, the closed profit and loss, it's balance of margin. And actually the interesting thing is not only the loudspeaker here, so which gives me a ringtone here on my headset. So whenever a selected market is going to enter these green boxes, then there will be a ringtone here on my headset. Or you can see that we'll have a yellow visible signal over here. So I know right away that, for instance, here down in the cable, I'm clicking on this button, and then I know right away, all right, so the market pound US dollar is going to enter a green box. What does that mean for me? And it means that I should make a trade here. So I hope you don't mind if we have a white background or a white or black. I don't care at all. So let's bring in the SwissBox here. Could be red or or blue or whatever. It's just for the eyes, that especially in the afternoon, and if you're looking on the PC screen the whole day, your eyes really get tired. And I can tell you that I'm in the office since 8 a.m. in the morning and looking at the different charts here. So a darker screen definitely helps, I can tell you that. So cable down here, and we do have the settings, 15-point box. That's fine for me. I'm going to click on this roundish button, and again, buy stop, sell stop, and I'm going to click on entry. So whenever the market is breaking out, I'm game. Let's double check here. We do have a signal on the cable, or dollar, Canadian dollar. So same setup over here. And entry on. And what other signal do we have in the Dow Jones? All right. Oh, I gotta be quick. Sorry, I need to delete the previous order and enter this one. So I'm a little bit late here, but once the price of the Dow gets back into the green box now, all right, now the lines are active. You can see that when the box turns yellow, then it's active. And just double check down here in the trading terminal. A lot of pending orders, everybody's waiting, but we are not yet in any market. So yeah, not yet. So you can, of course, you can close every pending order. You can disable any pending box. Not a problem. But I mean, the idea is to get into multiple markets. And because if you're not in the market, if you're not invested, you cannot make any money, can you? But please keep that in mind. If I'm not asking you or not telling you to trade as much as possible, that's not what I'm trying to do, but at least to give you a sense of having multiple trades open when there are multiple signals. And keep in mind that every trading signal, what we are doing here in the Traders Club, every trade is done with an extremely low risk. Okay, looking at the Dow here, we are short in the first trade. So you see on the right hand side, number 1, down here is our take profit line. So what else is going on in the market? Let's just double check the price of our German flight company, Lufthansa. So the company was safe today, price shot up and came back down right away. So there's still a positive up gap here. It's still a bit of uncertainty. I was watching BBC this morning and yeah, saw news coming out from Qantas, so a big Australian airline, and if I do recall correctly, they are going to plan to cut 9,000 employees. It's very unfortunate, very, very much. Hopefully everybody will get their job back once the economy is up and running again. I have my doubts, to be honest, but yeah, so that's out of my hands. All I can do is to show you how our different trading strategies work. So goodbye SwissBox, goodbye Lufthansa, and we take on the flight to our market scanner, back to the market scanner. So what is a K? Dollar cut still in that box. So is the cable still in that box. All right. Yeah. So it's half an hour, almost half an hour, or after the market opening, almost half an hour gone. And yes, we do have a little bit of volatility, but still, in my opinion, it's still very, very muted. So yeah. So if we want to catch up with the average volatility of the market throughout the last couple of days or even weeks, then there must be some market movement in the next couple of hours. Do keep in mind that, I'm sure you noticed that, we had a couple of very important economic numbers coming out, initial job claims, the weekly ones. They were okay, even though I think one would have hoped that they would increase, or they would be less, even more. But yeah, it's an okay number, I would say. However, what's not so good is, let me just, so the gross domestic product, minus 5%, month to month. If you compare the month to month, so April to May, that was not a very good sign. And so out of this trade, yeah, so maybe you remember in the very beginning I said you can use the box for signal trading, or we can use it for chart trading. Maybe just now doing a big number trade on the 25,400 point mark. So time-based, signal-based, or chart-based. And when I say time-based, is obviously the market opening in Germany, market opening in the US, and whenever there are these important economic numbers are coming out. Yeah, for us here in Germany, it's always 2:30 in the afternoon, so an hour ahead of the actual market opening. So yeah, it's very nice to know exactly when there will be some volatility, and you can see it here nicely in the chart. Even though there wasn't a trend, I don't care at all, as long as we have some very short-term intraday volatility to get us out of these trades. And yet, to bring that into perspective as well, one more time, it's nice to get out at these blue lines with the first trade, even though it makes more fun if the price has maybe touched the zone on the top, on the bottom, on the top, on the bottom, and then let's try something else here. So that's the blue line. I'm going to go on custom, and we'll be a bit greedy. So it's a bit of resistance here from today's chart. It's not a perfect trading situation, but yeah. So let's get a little bit more out of this trade than the usual 18 points. 18 points in this case, yeah. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it doesn't. See, so in retrospect, I should have closed that trade here, but if you're trading at a new daily high or low, so the market will always come up with something extra here. So it's definitely worth to try out to adjust the take profit line from time to time. All the Forex markets are still very, very muted. So it's, cable as well. I'm not very, very happy with these ones. It is a signal, no doubt about that, but I'm just checking the time here. It's shortly after 4 p.m. So I don't want to keep you in that trade. I don't want to keep you waiting for too long until these sort of trades get into profit. So whenever you are not happy with a trade and you're missing some momentum over here, you know what? And let's take this trade out. And yeah, however, it is a signal, right? So no arguing about that. What about dollar cut over here? So close all. So that leaves us running with our trade in the US 30. Finally, I was wondering what kind of trading day this would be after all these news coming out yesterday regarding the, I wouldn't say spike, but all these many new cases in southern in Florida, Arizona. So yeah, you got to make a decision. So either you want to protect your citizens or you want to support your economy. Tough choice to make. Luckily, I'm not a politician. And yeah, so then Mr. Trump was saying, all right, maybe we are putting some taxes on German imports. So that's not good for us. So please, if you're watching it, Mr. Trump, please reconsider. I have some stocks in my portfolio, car stocks to be precise. No kidding, all good. But yeah, so when you say put some taxes on German goods, on European goods in general, yeah, what are you trying to achieve here? So if you would have seen bearish trend today, I wouldn't be surprised very much. Okay. All right. Let's disable the custom button, go back to auto. So the next time the Dow goes up here, we are out of this trade, even though I could press this button, close all, and then I would close these two trading orders here at the same time. Yeah, what else can I show you? So SwissBox over here. Any new trading signals? No, still the dollar cut. Oh yeah. Not sure if I mentioned our blue box trading, but just if there shouldn't be any signals with volatility, there's some extra here, and it's called blue box trading. So we like the name box, don't we? The blue box comes also with a market scanner here on the left-hand side, and it showing me specific trading signals. So we have an algorithm here and we do get a signal whenever the price is in a certain range, and then we are going to trade the breakout of that range. So it's important to consider the box size. So it needs to be a line within the time frame, right? So on the M1, on the M5 time frame, you obviously going to have smaller box sizes than on the hourly chart. So we do have a couple of signals here, but I don't want to get into a new trade, but rather would like to have the Dow finish his trade for today. But as long as we don't see any positive numbers here, I'm going to keep on talking if you don't mind. So yeah, the idea behind this blue box trading is that a market, no matter which market, is in a phase of either chaotic or balanced. And so there's a balanced market or there's a chaotic market situation. And we are going to trade neither. Sounds a bit odd, but we are going to look for a trading entry here, for a trading opportunity, whenever the market is going to make a new high or low out of the box. So the box represents market equilibrium, or whatever you call it. That's a very tough word for a German, I gotta say. So this is a balanced market. Let's put it this way. And we are going to trade the first impulse out of this balanced market. So when it's changing its state from balanced to chaotic, that's where we are going to look for a trading setup. So looking at the FTSE over here, we do have a nice looking box, to be honest, but the box size of 49 points is a bit too high for me. On a smaller time frame, I like these one. I like boxes up to 20 points, especially in the FTSE. Just double checking if we have a thank you. Okay, so I don't need to look out for a nice blue box signal any longer because the Dow has just triggered our take profit. Let's click down here to trading history, and there are all the trades I was doing today. And now it gets a little bit of momentum. So usually, no doubt about that, that's definitely a trade. 25,500 mark, and there's a vola box in it as well. So definitely worth having a look. All right, guys, thanks very much for watching today. Again, just a very short live trading session here with me. My name is Kijun, Traders Club 24. If you like what I've been doing, please subscribe to our channel or Facebook or whatever. And if you really would like to get into this sort of trading, drop me an email, give us a call, and then we can set up a demo account with all these trading strategies here on your side as well. And then you are free to go for 30 days if you like. Have a great day and see you soon. Bye-bye.